Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins Collections, where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins and their hidden treasures. Today, we're diving into a coin that holds both historical significance and immense collector value, the 1986 Washington Quarter Dollar with a mint mark. This coin, often overlooked by casual collectors, could be sitting in your collection or hiding in your change jar, and it might be worth far more than you think. Stay tuned as we reveal why this specific coin could be worth an astounding amount of money. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington Quarter is one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history. First minted in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the coin has been a staple of American currency for decades. Over the years, the design has undergone slight changes, but the coin has always featured George Washington's profile on the obverse, paying tribute to the first president of the United States. The reverse of the coin originally depicted an eagle, though that was later replaced by a more modern design featuring a heraldic eagle. Now, let's fast forward to 1986. By this time, the Washington Quarter had undergone some changes, with a more intricate design on the reverse, depicting a patriotic eagle clutching an olive branch and arrows. In 1986, the United States Mint produced a regular circulation of Washington Quarters. However, one specific feature of the 1986 Washington Quarter that makes it so desirable to collectors is the mint mark. Mint marks on coins are important because they tell collectors where the coin was struck, and they can also indicate the coin's rarity and potential value. In 1986, the United States Mint produced Washington Quarters with mint marks from two different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which does not use a mint mark on its coins, and the Denver Mint, which uses a D mint mark to indicate the coin struck there. But there's one special coin that really catches the eye of collectors: the 1986 Washington Quarter with a S mint mark. The 1986 Washington Quarter was minted at the San Francisco Mint, which is significant because, during this time, the San Francisco Mint was primarily producing proof coins. Proof coins are specially made for collectors. They are struck with higher precision, resulting in coins with a sharp, mirror-like finish. These proof coins were not meant for circulation and were instead sold in proof sets. This special production made the 1986 Washington Quarter an intriguing item for numismatists, as they weren't widely available in regular circulation. But here's where it gets even more interesting. While the 1986 Washington Quarters were produced in large numbers as proof coins, they were still rare in pristine, uncirculated condition. The vast majority of these proof coins were purchased by collectors and stored away safely. But over time, many were subjected to handling, scratches, and other forms of wear and tear. Finding one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is a rarity, and that's where the real value lies. The value of the 1986 Washington Quarter can vary depending on several factors, such as its condition and whether it was kept as part of a proof set. The better the condition of the coin, the more it can fetch on the market. Coins that have been well preserved in protective holders or that have been stored carefully without exposure to the elements tend to command much higher prices among collectors. That's because, as with any rare item, condition is paramount when determining value. Uncirculated coins, particularly proof coins like the 1986 are considered the most desirable because they offer a glimpse into history without any of the wear and damage that typically comes with coins used in everyday transactions. In addition to the condition, there's also the factor of scarcity. While many of the 1986 Washington Quarters were produced as proof coins, not all of them survived in perfect condition, and fewer are available on the market today. This rarity, combined with the desire of collectors to add this particular coin to their collections, has led to an increase in the value of the 1986 Washington Quarter in recent years. Now, if you're wondering just how much you could potentially earn by selling a well-preserved 1986 Washington Quarter, let's get to the most exciting part. If you happen to have one of these coins in pristine condition, free from scratches, tarnish, and any signs of wear, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The value of an uncirculated 1986 Washington Quarter could reach as high as $48,000. Yes, you read that right, $48,000. That's the kind of money a pristine, uncirculated 1986 Washington quarter could be worth to the right collector. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or sifting through spare change, keep an eye out for this specific quarter. It could be worth much more than you think. To sum up, the 1986 Washington quarter is a highly coveted coin due to its historical significance, unique production as part of a proof set, and the rarity of uncirculated examples in good condition. Whether you've got one stashed away in your collection or you happen to come across one in your spare change, this coin could be a hidden treasure worth far more than its face value. So, take a closer look at your coins, and you might just discover that you have a small fortune on your hands. Today, we're diving deep into the world of US coins, focusing on one particular gem that might be hiding in your collection or even in your spare change. We're talking about the 1974 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark. If you've got one of these coins, or if you come across one, you may just have a rare treasure on your hands. Stick with us until the end to find out just how much this coin could be worth. The Washington quarter, one of the most recognizable coins in American history, was first introduced in 1932. It commemorated the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and ever since, it's been an essential part of U.S. currency. The design has remained relatively consistent over the decades, with George Washington's profile appearing on the obverse of the coin, while the reverse featured an eagle until 1998, when it was replaced by a more modern design. But today, we're focusing on the 1974 Washington quarter, which is a standout piece in the world of coin collecting. While it may look similar to other quarters from around that time, there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1974 Washington quarter was minted during a time of political and economic change in the United States. The country was still reeling from the Watergate scandal and dealing with the fallout from President Nixon's resignation, not to mention facing inflation and other economic challenges. It's always fascinating to think about the historical context behind the coins we collect. However, what makes the 1974 Washington quarter truly special in the eyes of collectors is its mint mark. Mint marks are a crucial part of coin collecting because they reveal where a coin was produced. For example, a coin struck at the Philadelphia Mint doesn't have a mint mark, while coins produced at the Denver Mint are marked with a D, and coins from the San Francisco Mint feature an S. The mint mark can have a significant impact on the rarity and value of a coin. For the 1974 Washington quarter, the mint marks from both Philadelphia and Denver are not particularly rare on their own. However, there's one specific version of this coin that stands out, the 1974 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, which is much rarer to find in certain conditions. When it comes to collecting coins, the condition of the coin is just as important as its rarity. The 1974 Washington quarter, although produced in relatively large numbers, was still used extensively in daily circulation. Coins that were used regularly tend to show wear and tear, resulting in scratches, dings, and discoloration. But if you're lucky enough to come across a 1974 Washington quarter that has been kept in pristine condition, uncirculated or even proof-like, you're holding something truly valuable. Most of the 1974 quarters, including the ones with the D mint mark, were in circulation and saw significant wear. But some collectors have preserved their coins with care, keeping them in the best condition possible. And when it comes to rare coins, condition is king. Coins that have survived without damage and that retain their original mint finish are far more valuable than those that have been used and abused. The 1974 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in pristine condition can command impressive prices on the market. What's even more intriguing about this coin is that there are certain examples of the 1974 Washington quarter that have some unique features or errors that can drive their value even higher. These might include minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center prints, or other anomalies that make the coin a true one-of-a-kind item. Error coins are highly coveted by collectors because they are so rare and offer something that no other coin can replicate. These quirky imperfections can sometimes make a coin worth significantly more than its already high base value. Now, I know you've been waiting for the big reveal. just how much could a 1974 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in perfect condition actually be worth? Well, hold on to your hats, because if you've got one of these in excellent, uncirculated condition, it could be worth up to $50,000, yes, that's right, $50,000. For a single coin. Now, we know that's a pretty substantial amount, and not every 1974 Washington quarter will fetch that much, but if you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, with no marks, scratches, or signs of wear, you could be sitting on a small fortune. And if you have one of those special error coins we mentioned earlier, the value could skyrocket even further. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these coins? First, take it to a professional coin grader to get an official assessment of its condition and potential value. A coin in top-tier condition can fetch far more than you might imagine. If you don't have one in your collection, it might be worth checking any old change or coin jars you have lying around. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. To wrap things up, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark is a coin that's often overlooked, but it holds significant value for the right collector. Whether it's due to its historical significance, its minting quality, or its rarity in pristine condition, this coin has the potential to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you're lucky enough to have one, or if you happen to come across one, make sure to treat it with care and get it evaluated. You could be holding on to a rare treasure. Today's video is going to be one that you won't want to miss. We're going to explore a US coin that might not get as much attention as some of the more famous ones, but could be sitting in your collection or even your pocket right now, ready to fetch you a small fortune. We're talking about the 1981 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know just how much this coin could be worth. The Washington quarter, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, has been in circulation since 1932. Named in honor of the first President of the United States, George Washington, this coin has seen countless variations and updates over the years. The design on the obverse features a profile of George Washington, while the reverse has seen a few changes since its introduction, but it has always been recognized for its patriotic symbolism. Now, let's fast forward to 1981, a year that may seem ordinary at first glance. But when it comes to coin collecting, there's no such thing as an ordinary year, especially when it comes to certain mint marks. For the 1981 Washington quarter, there were a few factors at play that would make this coin particularly appealing to collectors. While it may look like a run-of-the-mill coin from the outside, there are a few nuances that make it stand out. One key element in the world of coin collecting is the mint mark. Mint marks indicate where the coin was produced, and depending on the location, a mint mark can greatly influence the value of a coin. For the 1981 Washington quarter, you'll typically find coins with the D mint mark for Denver, and others without a mint mark for Philadelphia. But there's a unique story behind some of the 1981 quarters that gives them a leg up in terms of rarity and value. The United States Mint produced quarters in significant quantities in 1981, but most of them circulated heavily. That means most of the coins that were used in daily transactions became worn out over time. Scratches, dings, discoloration, and other signs of wear were the unfortunate fate of most of these quarters. But there's something about a coin in pristine condition that can cause it to shoot up in value. When collectors are looking for coins from this period, they are on the hunt for the well-preserved pieces, those that haven't been damaged by circulation. Now, here's where the 1981 Washington quarter starts to stand out: the coins that were carefully stored away or not used at all during circulation. These uncirculated coins, especially those from the Denver Mint, have become increasingly rare to find. And it's not just about being uncirculated. Condition is everything in the world of numismatics. A 1981 Washington quarter in flawless, uncirculated condition is far more valuable than one that's been tossed around in your change jar for years. The demand for coins in top condition has driven up the price of these seemingly everyday quarters to surprising levels, but that's not the only thing that makes the 1981 Washington quarter interesting. Over the years, collectors have found some unique errors in the mintage of this coin. Coins with minting flaws, such as double strikes, off-center prints, or even misaligned dies, are often prized for their rarity and irregularity. These types of error coins can be highly sought after because they're one-of-a-kind, and collectors love adding them to their collections. Let's talk a bit about the value of the 1981 Washington quarter in pristine condition. If you've got an uncirculated quarter from 1981, especially one with a D Mint mark from the Denver Mint, you could be sitting on something truly special. It might not be as well known as some of the older or rarer coins, but these 1981 quarters are steadily gaining popularity among collectors, particularly those who specialize in post-1960s coins. With fewer of them surviving in excellent condition, the demand is growing, and prices are climbing as well. So, how much could a 1981 Washington quarter be worth if you happen to have one in mint condition, free of any marks or blemishes? Well, this is the moment you've been waiting for. If you own a 1981 Washington quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a value of up to $46,000, yes, that's right, $46,000. It's hard to believe that a coin as seemingly modest as the 1981 Washington quarter could fetch such a significant price, but it's true. If you have a coin that's been well preserved and is in pristine condition, the market for these rare pieces is ready to reward you handsomely. Before you start hunting through your coin collection or checking your pocket change, remember that condition is critical. A quarter with heavy wear and tear won't fetch nearly as much as a well-kept, uncirculated one. So, if you think you found a 1981 Washington quarter that might be worth something, be sure to handle it carefully and get it professionally graded by a certified numismatic expert. The grade of the coin can make a huge difference in its value. In conclusion, the 1981 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark, particularly from the Denver Mint, is a hidden treasure in the world of coin collecting. While it may not be as widely discussed as some other rarities, this coin's condition and the scarcity of well-preserved pieces have given it a surprising value that can make you thousands of dollars richer. So, if you happen to have one of these rare quarters in your collection, or if you come across one in your travels, take a closer look. You might just have a small fortune on your hands. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video helped you discover something new about the 1981 Washington quarter. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about rare coins and their value, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future coin discoveries. Happy collecting, and good luck with your coin hunts.